Number 28 asks us to look at this reaction. It's a stoichiometry. So sodium azide, when you give it a little bit of an electrical shock, rapidly decomposes into sodium and nitrogen. This is what fires an airbag. So when the nitrogen forms, we fill up the airbag. So our task is to find how many grams of sodium azide are necessary to fill up a 30-liter airbag to a pressure of 1.4 atmospheres. So anytime we're dealing with a chemical equation, we need to know moles because that's what the coefficients tell us. 3 moles of nitrogen came out of 2 moles of sodium azide. So I'm going to need to find moles. And the best way that I have of finding moles happens to be the ideal gas law. PV equals nRT, where N is the number of moles. Now, I already know, because they told it to me, I can put this up here, that my pressure was 1.40 atmospheres, that my R, since I'm using atmospheres, has to be 0.0821. That's the unit, the size of R that's given on the AP exam. That my volume is a 30-liter airbag, and that the temperature happens to be 25 degrees Celsius, so plus 273, that's going to equal 298. So I need to find N. N is going to equal PV divided by RT, which means N is going to equal 1.40 times 30 divided by 0.0821 times T, 298 Kelvin. Oops, 8 Kelvin. N equals 1.72 moles of N2. All right, if I had 3 moles of N2, that would have come from 2 moles of sodium azide. I've got 1.72, so how many did that come from? So I just need to set up some conversions. 1.72 moles of N2. There are 2 moles of sodium azide for every 3 moles of N2. See how my moles of N2 are going to cancel now? And instead of finding the answer to this and then doing another problem, I'm just going to keep going on my conversions, and I'm going to put down that I also know that there are 0.01 grams for every 1 mole of sodium azide. Now when I solve this, we can see moles of N2 are going to cancel, moles of sodium azide are going to cancel. The only thing I'm going to be left with for units is G, and that's what I'm supposed to find. Grams that I need in order to blow up that airbag. So if you don't remember these picket fences, you multiply across numbers on the top, you divide by numbers on the bottom. So in my calculator, I would put in 1.72 times 2 divided by 3 times 65.01, and I end up with 74.5 grams of sodium azide. That's what it takes to inflate the airbag.